Greetings, everybody. We're here with another commentary. You guys are probably pretty used to these by now. You guys sick of these yet?
Nope.
I don't hear an answer. I
kind of miss doing the regular show, too, though.
Yeah, so that's another thing. I'm so excited. I know we've talked about it a little bit. We'll probably keep talking about the whole name change and the whole format change progressively over the next couple of weeks. But that's why I'm so excited about the new thing, the Revival House brand. I think it's awesome. Going old school, podcast oriented. You know what? And something that we're going to embrace. I've decided 100%. I want to embrace it. I'm so sick. Because like I said, the old website, we would, try and do the article thing. We'd write reviews. We'd have the interviews. We'd do all that stuff. But to me, that's the enemy. I don't enjoy that stuff. It's like, I don't enjoy other websites that do that stuff. So it's like, why do I want to do that stuff anymore? Because they all get so thirsty and desperate. And, what I think is cool is, basically embrace this fuck clickbait attitude. We don't give a shit if you're going to look at our website or not. I don't need your clicks. We're going to be straight up. You know what? If I decide to write a blog, write an article, I'm going to put exactly what the article is in the fucking headline. There's no clickbait.
Fuck, you don't click that shit. We don't give a fuck. You owe us. We don't owe you.
No clickbait. There's no point in it, right? When you see those ridiculous articles that are fishing super hard, but you've already seen the story 100 million places that day.
Mm-hmm.
Why even compete with that bullshit? It's not worth it. I think, honestly, it would be more attractive and refreshing to have the approach that we're going to have. The biggest criminal offense of this was last week. I don't know who did it. It was sort of a smaller, medium-sized horror website, wannabe website. The one that did that Robert Englund to play Freddy one last time.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
That was, and I fell for it. Fucking fell for it, man. And I said, never again.
It's a documentary, ain't it?
Yeah, it's him putting on the makeup for the Chicago Horror Con to charge.
Oh, is it?
It was a documentary. They documented him getting into the Freddy makeup to do a fucking panel and a signing to where he charged $500.
Oh, yeah.
$500 for autographs and a picture. And it's like, wow, this is it. And that's no slight against Robert Englund or anything else, but this is what so-called clickbait journalism, so-called fake these people, this isn't journalism. It's stupid. There's a difference between a good headline, an old school headline, and clickbait headlines. A headline tells you exactly what you're in for, and it hooks you into reading the whole story. Let me get the details. Clickbait's stupid. It's like, oh, Freddy's gonna play Freddy one more time. Oh my God. Oh, and psych. It's the biggest. I feel angry when I waste my time on that shit. But,
yeah.
It's the weirdest thing. I can't concentrate because I'm looking, I'm at my desk and I'm looking, how you see your reflection in a window and it's a little disjointed,
Yeah.
My reflection, because of the lighting and probably the dual windows, the glass, but my face looks like fucking Jason Voorhees without a mask. One of my eyes is an inch lower than the other one. It looks like my eyelid's down and I just look like a fucking deformed mutant. And it's really just, I kind of want to close my blinds because it's freaking me out.
That's fun. That reminds me of a story I might tell while we're watching this.
Okay. So yeah, I want to hear these stories. But to wrap it up, that's what the new website's going to be, man. Who cares? I don't care because here's the thing. I don't ever want to put ads on the website. I don't care if we were getting 1 million hits a day. I do not want, to me, if we were getting a fan base and we were getting all this traffic, it'll pay out in other ways. Come to the website, stay for the podcasts, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then listen to the podcast, and we'll make ours another way. Who cares? It's not about fucking clickbait. I don't need that. So we'll brand ourselves as we don't care. Here's the article. You know what? If John Lennon died in 1980, our article will say, if this is 1980, John Lennon shot and killed in the streets. It's going to tell you everything. And if you want to read more, go for it. But we're not going to trick you. I don't care. And I don't care if you look at it or not. If you do, awesome. I think you'll enjoy it. Check out the podcasts and stuff like that and the other stuff we got going while you're there. So hopefully that's refreshing because I know damn well that's the website I would want to go to. 100%. It's the same thing with podcasts. We've been over this a million times. They're commercialized. Everybody who's had any sort of minute level of fame resorts to having a podcast. It's like these people, it's like going to cons. Oh, you played, an extra bailiff or something on Night Court in the 80s. Now you're going to do cons. Cause
they all do the same commercials. Harry's Razors, man.
Yeah, Harry's Razors, True Car, Blue Apron.
But hey, if like something that we actually use wants to do it, I'll be happy to get free shit. Audible. You want us to give you play? Well, I'll do it.
They do Audible too. Whatever, man. Nah, Zach wants to pitch, what is it, the Tanga eggs?
Fuck yeah.
Those eggs you jerk off into, you stick around your penis, and they look like
they
look like a harmless decorative egg. Your grandma can, give it to you for Christmas, not knowing what it is.
Is that real?
Yeah. They're great, man.
That's awesome.
I haven't used them. I'm just saying, like, I've seen the commercials are great, but basically it looks like an egg. It looks like a decorative egg. It looks like it could be an Easter thing, a toy. And, it's designed to be inconspicuous. And like, I think one of the commercials even kind of does it like that. Like they're exchanging on a Christmas or something and nobody even knows what it is. It's totally cool. But it's got like a secret, opening, mechanism and the bottom, and then you open it and then out comes the egg, and it's like this gelatinous, like soft egg, and it's got a hole in the bottom. You stick your penis in it and it stretches over your cock, and you're supposed to fill it with lube. It's the weirdest thing in the world, and the commercials are great.
Yeah.
I
almost bought a freaking
pocket pussy, you weirdo.
What do they call it? Fleshlight once, but then I realized like I'd have to fucking clean it, which I'm lazy, and my hand is free.
You almost bought okay. It's so funny because I got a buddy, you might raise an eyebrow when someone's like, oh yeah, I got a Fleshlight. My buddy, most normal guy in the world, great job, fiance, the whole deal. And he was very like, oh yeah, I got a Fleshlight. I never travel without it. He traveled all the time for work, and he had a Fleshlight. He's like, I love it.
I saw they made ones where it's like an alien vagina. I was like, I'd be trying that. I want a fucking alien.
That's so weird. See, I don't know if we could talk about too much of this stuff while pitching Blue Apron, Fuck Blue Apron. I can say that. Whereas, maybe if I use Blue Apron, I really don't like their products, and, we were getting paid by them, and I'd have to say, oh, Blue Apron's amazing. But right now, I could say, fuck Blue Apron. It doesn't matter.
I don't want to fucking cook.
No. I wouldn't want to do commercials for McDonald's because we are in no way affiliated with that clown. He attracts too many children.
Hungry man's, man.
So we're excited about it. But bottom line, that's just the route I want to go, man. I want to keep it old school because now it gets harder and harder finding a podcast that's like they used to be 6, 7, 8, 9 years ago. That isn't commercialized, that has all those ads. I miss finding the underground podcasts that are worth a damn. And the only commercials you're going to hear are ads for other podcasts, podcasts helping each other out,
Mm-hmm.
And then you used to get into other podcasts by actually hearing those other podcast commercials. Like, oh, that's cool. I'll check them out. So, those guys are just helping each other. And they weren't doing it because back when these were thriving, nobody listened to podcasts. It was like an underground thing. So it was just for diehards, people that love films, a lot of podcasts about exploitation movies, genre films, talking about movies that if it's a movie that is out of print on DVD and never made it to Blu-ray, chances are it's a movie that got covered, right? On one of those podcasts. So basically, I think it's about knowing your audience, basically. But who cares, man? Like Zach, you have a slogan I see all the time on your social medias and on your Skype. In the words of Zach, fuck the dumb shit. I don't know where you got that from, but I think it's applicable right now. Fuck the dumb shit.
Yeah, fuck the dumb shit.
Okay. I know it's taken a while for us to get to this one this time around, so thanks for being patient. Stupid. Well, speaking of dumb shit, we got a dumb movie, a good movie to commentate over. We're going to be watching the original Critters, and this is really cool for me because it's been forever since I've seen any of the Critters movies. These are movies that back when I was in elementary school, they were playing them all the time on Sci-Fi Channel and USA. You remember those days?
Mhm.
They were always on syndication. These and the Tremors movies, right? It's just like, oh, everywhere. Now they're just never on. They're not streaming, and I don't think they're streaming. And so,
Not on Blu-ray either.
yeah, it's crazy. So this is kind of a treat because I have all but forgotten all the fine details of these movies, especially the first one. I honestly can't remember anything about the first one. I can remember bits and pieces of the sequels, you know. But this one I'm going to be watching it with virgin eyes, man, and I can't wait. So is this a good movie, Zach? Do you like it?
I love this whole series.
So, okay. Do they change tonally? Like with the tone, do they get like cheesier as they go? Was the first one more serious? Cause I know a lot of movies will do that.
They're all pretty cheesy, really.
So we're going to dive right in. Is this a rip off a DVD or?
Yep, my DVD.
Okay. Do you have like a collection? Did you have like a 4-in-1 Walmart set or something?
Yeah, it's like a 4-pack that has them all on it. You can still buy it, I think.
Okay. So how does it start? We're going to push play, 3, 2, 1, play. And then is it like, what pops up? So everybody at home
The
knows.
New Line Cinema logo.
New Line Cinema. Before they were a Time Warner company, the glory days.
Which means we're not going to be able to have any audio on the YouTube version. Definitely.
Pre Lord of the Rings, New Line Cinema. The house that Freddie built, New Line Cinema. Robert Shea, New Line Cinema. All right. So it pretty much pops up after like what, a second? Half a second. Okay. So right before the New Line Cinema kicks in, we're going to do a 3, 2, 1 play as we normally do. Are you ready, Zach? Are you ready? Okay. 3, 2, 1, play.
Hell yeah.
Man, that wasn't even a second. That was so fast, man. We're getting right into it. Have you ever noticed that it's a Time Warner company, but they really don't use this sub brand too much anymore. They don't use New Line that much.
Here's the old logo on here too, because this was on the original version.
Oh, sweet. The Freddy. I like it.
I like it.
I like it a lot.
I like it a lot.
Yeah, this is a treat for me.
I love this fucking series, dude. This was my shit growing up. I like this better than Gremlins. All that shit, man. Ghoulies. They don't hold a candle to the critters.
Who comes up with this stuff? Raphael didn't
Exactly.
Raphael didn't like the critters.
Oh, he was just in a bad mood, man. This is a great movie.
Isn't that funny that he went and saw Critters? Was it really out at the same time? Did it all?
It's probably just because New Line Cinema put out both movies.
New Line Cinema put out the first one?
The first.
Turtles? I know they did. I know they did the second one. Okay.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Because I know Golden Harvest or whatever, right? Was like the indie production company.
Mm-hmm.
But
it starts out on an asteroid.
So they come from space.
Mm-hmm.
I'm literally gonna watch this like I'm a dummy. Like I've never seen it because it might as well.
Fuck you.
Leonardo DiCaprio is in part 3.
Yeah.
Is there any celebrity guests in this one?
Dee Wallace plays the mom.
Well, she's a mom and everything.
Billy Greenbush is the dad. I don't know him from anything, but he has an awesome name.
Not as good as Billy Ocean, but I'll take it. What a Billy Ocean. Does this one have Gus? Gus, my friend. Well, he was my friend. It looks like Mojo. Is that Mojo from the X-Men? Dude, what? I don't remember any of this weird shit.
Yeah, this guy's only in this first movie.
It's like Alienation.
Yeah. This is kind of yeah. Look at these fucking this guy's in costumes.
This is like Guyver shit. Is that fucking Data? Is that Data? Is that Brent Spiner? It's not. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Oh, those little bastards.
Kill Kreitz.
This is so weird. I don't remember this at all. I don't remember it being like Star Trek shit.
This is the only... It's only like this for the very beginning. It never gets like this again in the entire series. I guess it kind of does in part 4 when they go to space again. I guess it kind of does in the beginning of part 2 also because they're in space for a little bit.
It's like those aliens from Are You Afraid of the Dark that came back home to arrest. It is. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. If I remember right, these two aliens right here, the bounty hunters, are called Ugg and Lee.
Well, Ugg's in the fourth one, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do they show his face? Because he didn't have that face in the fourth one. He actually had a face, an actor.
Yeah. They can change their face whenever they want.
Oh.
And anything they want. That's what I was talking about when I was like, oh yeah, the fucking guy. Because the guy he changed his face to, Ugg, is actually like in the movie, he's a rock star. He's got this song called The Power of the Night. Streets are burning.
Is that in this one?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. So, who did it first with the whole two bounty hunters coming from space? This or Suburban Commando?
Oh, fuck. Probably this.
Because what, you had Macho Man and Undertaker?
Mm-hmm.
Billy Zane?
Billy Zane with fucking hair in this movie.
Well, I don't blame you for not name dropping him when I asked if there was any celebrity guests in this one.
I forgot.
With good reason. It looks like the Thing, dude. Didn't that look like the Thing logo with the light?
You don't like the Zane? You don't like the Zane? I love the setting of this, too.
Billy Zane's the new Colonel Sanders, dude.
Colonel Sanders.
Well, it feels like I'm watching Quantum Leap, the one where he leaps home on the farm.
Chiodo Brothers.
Chiodo Bros. How come it says bros and brothers sometimes? Like it just...
I don't know.
They need to stick with the brand and sit on it. Ha! We're not doing that.
The fucking, here's Dee Wallace right here. I would have fucked Dee Wallace back in the day. She's a cutie. I'd still fuck Dee Wallace today. She wouldn't fuck me because I'm an ugly fucking hideous chud of a man, but...
She always kind of looked old. She always looked like a mom, right?
I like the mom look.
Is she doing her own abortion? What's going on?
That's fucking Brad.
Oh, man.
Her boyfriend's the Zane.
Oh, is it really?
Mm-hmm.
It's one of these, this movie's in the 80s, right? So it's like, in the 80s, it was totally normal for these people to be living in a house that looked like it was built in the 50s. Isn't that crazy?
86 is when this came out. Directed by Stephen Herrick, dude. He directed fucking Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure.
Did he do the sequel?
No, just the first. Mighty Ducks he did.
You heard about Ted's little updates on Bill and Ted? Do you think Bill and Ted 3 is going to get made? It's just been in such limbo for so long.
I hope so. I think they just revealed it too soon before they really should have.
You think? Too soon?
Yeah.
Way too soon. Like, how many years has that been kind of been murmured about?
Yeah. Wow.
Long time. And it feels like it's been...
I'd like to see it.
Oh, I think it would work. I think it'd be absolutely funny. And it would work the same way that I think a Wayne's World sequel would work.
Yeah. It's the same people that did the second one. Talking about coming back to do it.
Oh, like William Sadler and the whole deal?
Yeah.
Well, Rufus ain't coming back, obviously.
Yeah.
Like they were talking about that damn movie before George Carlin died.
Yep.
Isn't that crazy? He's been dead a little while now. But I don't know. Like it feels like it's still been in the same stage for so long. The story's not a problem. I guess, what is it that Graham Norton show? Ted was on Graham Norton and he said they have the script. They got the whole deal. It's just getting financed. Who's not financing Bill and Ted? The movie can't cost that much to make. You can make it funny and good on a pretty shoestring budget, especially these days. They could do the effects for a Bill and Ted movie for nothing. Shoestring. It's like, who isn't going to put money into that? And especially now that Ted is a little bit more marketable because he's got the John Wick movies, which people like. I mean, for a few years there, It seemed like he would only resort to doing Bill and Ted because nobody cared about him for a while. You know, his career was kind of in the shitter.
Yeah.
But now it's like...
Do you like the John Wick movies?
I never saw him, but I kind of want to see him now. Are
I
they
like
good?
the first one. I haven't seen the second one. Second one's still in theaters.
The consensus is kind of the same. Like, people like the second one.
Yeah. It's fun. Action. Lin Shaye.
Yeah. She's a son of 1,000 maniacs or whatever. 100 maniacs.
She's in all... Yeah. Is she Bob Shaye's sister, or what is it?
She looks just like Bob Shaye, so yeah, she's got to be a sister. She looks just like him. Look at her face.
Mm-hmm. She's in all kinds of New Line stuff.
What else is she? Wasn't she in, I think she was on the Drew Carey show.
Was she?
I think so.
Here's fucking Charlie, man. Charlie rules.
He's the one that was in the Uggs, my friend, right?
Mm-hmm.
Who was my friend?
I gotta go to the cosmic winds blowing me.
Is he in every one?
Yep.
That's crazy, man. They actually have the same people in all these damn movies. It's that guy who's in everything.
Actually, it's funny that you say that. It's that fucking sheriff didn't return for any of the sequels.
That sheriff played Patricia. What's her name? Fuck, not Patricia Heaton. That's Raymond's wife. The wife on Tool Time.
Yeah.
She played her military dad, the colonel.
Yeah.
The one
He's in all kinds of stuff. They actually recast him in the second one.
Would you fuck him?
Fuck yeah.
Just making sure you're awake. Gross.
You know, hey, fucking breaking news, dude. When I typed in Critters into IMDb as we were sitting here.
Sequel? Reboot?
Fucking a TV series is popping up.
I smell development hell all over that one.
Yeah, it doesn't say anything.
I mean, where's the Tremors TV show they've been talking about?
Yeah, I heard about that too.
Which Michael Gross
says 2017 on it.
Yeah. The Tremors TV show that Kevin Bacon's actually going to be in, supposedly.
Mm-hmm.
That it'll probably go the way of the Hellraiser pitch idea for a TV show.
Yeah.
Never happened. Got scrapped.
I'd like to see it. Especially if the Charlie comes back, man. He's still kicking Critter ass.
Oh, is he actually kick Critter ass? He kind of seems like a country bumpkin that's dumb.
Yeah, he becomes one of the bounty hunters, actually.
Stop spoiling it for everybody at home.
Here's the scene.
Their heads look like glowing neon testicles. Oh, it's like Snoke. Their heads look like they're made out of that glow-in-the-dark material. You know when you have action figures?
Yeah, dude, they do. When I was a kid, I always thought it was just like they put a tortilla over their face.
They just hang up on his ass?
Here's this fucking song, dude.
What?
This is futuristic. This isn't the part. I was wrong.
You done fucked up, man.
Maybe I am right.
Are they doing the Blanca Street Fighter thing where they're learning all about Earth's history in like a second watching movies?
There he is right there.
Oh, he's like a David Bowie looking dude. Yeah, that's right. Oh, he's like Tim Curry.
Yeah, he does.
God, that's freaky, man.
And the guy that's playing the part actually wrote the song and is singing it, I guess.
His mom must be very fucking proud.
I would be.
Dude, he sounds like Tim Curry, too. He's like a hybrid of Tim Curry and Mick Jagger.
I was like this transformation scene.
Yeah, it's cool.
Reverse melting and shit.
So does he possess that body? So he's like a
No, he just looks like him. So that guy's still around.
Okay. Do they ever
they could run into each other?
Do they ever run into each other?
No, I don't think so.
He just watched this video and says, "Hey, I want to look like that guy."
Yeah.
Why would he look like a celebrity?
He probably doesn't even realize he is one.
That's weird, man. He's just cloning him.
Mhm.
That'd be a cool power, man. Look at that. Who's he stage diving into? Looks like there's nobody out there.
The cameraman. He was like fucking Axel when the guy had a camera pointed
Yeah.
at him. He's like,
I'll get him. I'll do it.
thanks to the shitty fucking security, that's the end.
Dude,
Something
look,
like that.
if you could watch TV and just become anybody, why would you not clone yourself to be Scott Bakula? That's my question. I'm obsessed with Scott Bakula. I would have turned the channels and kept turning the channels until I got to Quantum Leap, and I would have been.
I would have looked like a fucking hot chick so I could look at myself naked.
No, you just want to get fucked by dudes, dude, and you don't want
Fuck
to be,
yeah.
you don't want to be criticized for it.
Hell yeah, boy.
You'd
Boy.
still be begging. The thing is you'd turn into a chick, and you'd still be wanting them to fuck you in the ass.
Mm-hmm. Look at them greasy fucking hands. I wanted to grease my cock with them.
What is going on here?
Fireworks.
Why is that grown ass man dressed like Forrest Gump hanging out with a little kid? Is this like a Sling Blade situation?
Yeah, they're friends.
So he's like a simpleton, like Sling Blade, hanging out with little
Pretty
boys.
much.
Or he's like, why is there always the dumb, lovable retard? It's like in the first Leprechaun movie too, where's the dumb, fat the guy who played Pee Wee, Francis.
I just swallowed that golden coin. How the fuck do you swallow a coin whenever you're trying to like bite into it?
That's so
How
stupid.
fucking stupid are you?
Because that was Francis, right, from Pee Wee.
Yeah.
Dude, we should do Leprechaun, man.
I got him, man.
I would be totally cool doing all four of them because I think they're all four. The fourth one's horrible.
I actually only had the first three. I'd have to get the fourth one.
The fourth one that's the one I'd do last, but it's just so stupid and over the top.
I've only seen the fourth one time. It was when it came out on video.
It's so if you watch it again, like as being older, it is so over the top where it's so stupid that it's worth a commentary. But the set looks so bad. It's supposed to be in a spaceship. It looks like the whole thing was done in the back storeroom of a Walmart or something. It looks so bad. But
I like the first three a lot.
yeah, they're all great. Like the first one's fun. I actually really like the second one.
Yeah.
The second one's really cool.
Here's the Zane.
Oh wow.
Miss Brown.
You know what drives me crazy about the Leprechaun movies is that they changed the mythos and the lore of every one of them. Like they're not like canon with each other.
Yeah.
Because he's got different weaknesses. He's different age in everyone. In the first one, he's 600 years old.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like, I think in the second one or the third one, he's like 10,000 years old. And
This is awesome. How did she think he did it? What a dumbass.
He looks like Nosferatu with hair. Those weird teeth.
Don't fucking talk about Charlie. He's my buddy. I'd like to meet Charlie at a con. If you ever did one.
And make out with him like Lush made out with Stephen Jeffries, you weirdo.
Fuck yes.
Did you know he fucking did that?
He made out with him? Like
Yeah.
tongue?
He's a fucking weirdo, dude.
Cool.
What a weirdo.
Was Steve Jeffries like, okay, what the fuck?
No, well,
Or he just
Steve
manhandled
Jeffries
him?
did gay porn.
I know,
Steve
dude.
Jeffries did gay porn.
We should do one of his gay porns.
No, that's all right.
I'll do it. I want to
That's
see the way he
that's
takes a
something
dick.
for the that's something for the Mac and Zach brand there. But,
Yeah.
that really would be. But no, yeah, like it was funny because Riverman and Lush back when I don't really associate with Lush anymore, but they went to that one con. I think it was Whorehound. I don't remember.
I remember they picked him up or something from like
they hung out with him. They hung out with him all night.
Yeah.
And then the next morning, like they tore up the town all night, and like the next morning they went to Waffle House, ate breakfast, exchanged numbers. Stephen Jeffries is a lawyer back home. And yeah, like they got so close. Nate, dude, I guess Nate stuck his tongue in his mouth because Nate's a fucking weirdo. He's really comfortable with himself. God bless him. But
he was comfortable as fuck with his tongue.
And I think he,
I'd fuck Stephen Jeffries.
and then he'd get, okay. Gross. I love Fright Night though. I love it. He's so good in that movie, but this just in, did you know this though? Riverman doesn't like Fright Night. What the fuck's wrong with him? He really doesn't like it that much.
I remember he said that at one point.
I love it. I think it's such a good movie. And it's like Fright Night 2. I don't remember it too well, but I think I respect what they were doing with it because it's a little different, but it's not that good.
I remember seeing it once. I liked it.
She's pulling that fucking cock grab trick under the table. That's like in every porno ever. At the dinner table in front of her parents. Did she just grab his hog?
Imagine if the Zane just started taking it right on the fucking
on the
table
toilet, dude.
Oh, that was my fucking desires coming out. I didn't mean to say that.
You want the Zane to take you on a toilet?
Yeah.
You want to pull his ponytail, dude?
Fuck yeah. Just takes a big shit on my fucking chest.
He's one of those dudes that you're so used to looking like bald that it's like he kind of looks better bald. He looks weird with hair.
Remember the fucking Phantom? Did you know that Bruce Campbell was supposed to star in that movie?
He was supposed to be the Phantom, really?
Yeah, I remember hearing that.
That would have worked oddly. I remember Cary Tagawa had a part in that.
Oh, yeah?
Shang Tsung. I've only seen it once, and it was back when it was kind of new, when it was like making its rounds on HBO. You know, when a new movie came out, and they played all month on HBO?
Mm-hmm.
I caught it like once, and I don't really remember anything about it.
I remember seeing this as a kid, and he made me want to fucking make a bomb out of a toilet paper roll.
Do you remember, speaking of all those old like comic adaptations from like the 50s, like the old serials like The Phantom, do you remember when they did The Shadow too?
Mm-hmm.
I never watched that though. That had Alec Baldwin.
Yeah, I remember fucking Sam Raimi was trying to get to do that movie, and they wouldn't give it to him, so that's why he made Darkman.
Oh, The Shadow?
Yeah.
With Arnold Vosloo?
We're gonna see Billy Zane fuck this chick, man.
Do you see his hog?
Yeah, man, it's big and fat. It's got a big fucking swollen purple head. I just want to suck.
That's fucking gross, man. I'm eating popcorn over here. We got kids listening to this podcast. I don't know.
He's actually gone on to do a lot of stuff. He was in an episode of Dexter.
Yeah, that's a lot of stuff. Dexter's been off the air for
he did a lot of TV. He did a lot of TV. He's reoccurring character on fucking Family Guy and American Dad and all kinds of stuff.
Interesting.
I'll look real quick. I bet he's got a nice thick dick with the red pubes.
This reminds me of was it Halloween 4 or Halloween 5 when they're in the barn and get stabbed with a pitchfork? Yeah.
Yeah.
The police. God,
we could do all those too.
No, those movies suck, man. Halloween 4, 5. I mean, everybody loves 4.
I like 4.
It's okay. I like 4 too. 5 sucks. 6 is really bad. But you know, even 4. People. Did you
ever watch the P cut of 6?
Yeah, it doesn't make it any better at all.
I think it makes it a little better, but it's still just not a good movie.
It's just a piece of shit movie. It's just horrible. But no, with 4, everybody says how good it is. It's a fun movie, but to me, it's like on the level of those other cliched sort of B-grade slasher movies that were copying the original Halloween, you know?
Mm-hmm.
That were just all over the 80s. It's as good as those are. But it's like, you know what I'm saying? It's weird. But in itself, it's just a parody on the original Halloween. It's not even, I can't even take it seriously. It blows me away that we're going to have yet another timeline in the Halloween series, you know, because you've read about the new Halloween, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Which I got to say, I'm happy that they're going back to the idea because they got Dana McBride and his writing partner doing it, which is weird, right?
Yeah,
the guys that did Eastbound and Down. But, you know, I guess reading the articles and stuff, they pretty much sold it to John Carpenter saying it's going to be old school horror. There's no comedy in this. I guess they're big fans. They lobbied to get it. So I'm actually down with the idea. It sounds real fresh. I was like, I'm open to it. But they're going back to their pitch was that it's a sequel to the second one. They're kind of going back to that because you remember a few years ago when they were first talking about the reboot and they were going to make a direct sequel to the second one. And it was going to star the deputy. You know, his daughter died, and in the second one, you know, and that whole scene with Sam Hain on the chalkboard, that guy. And I was like, well, that's a cool idea. Obviously, they'd have to do some recasting, but they were actually going to make a movie that was kind of dated and, you know, in the late 70s and early 80s. That's kind of cool.
They should get fucking Danzig to play that character.
Sam Hain. I always thought he kind of looked like a hybrid of Nick Nolte and Jeff Daniels.
He had that band called Sam Hain.
Yeah, I know. Which it's funny because Sam Hain, not to jump over too much, Sam Hain doesn't have a home. Like, you can't find Sam Hain music anywhere. It's the same band as Danzig. I guess they just changed the name. Yeah. And the music's a little different though, but the actual Sam Hain recordings, they're not on Spotify. They're even hard to find on YouTube. I mean, they're just nowhere. I mean, the quality is so rough and crappy. I'd love to hear some quality because I know they did the Sam Hain tour like some years ago. They did a few shows with Sam, you know, under Sam Hain. So I guess it'd be interesting maybe to hear those pro quality.
I like the first album. It's the most like the Misfits.
Yeah, and the quality is so shitty though. It's like the Misfits.
I'm fine with it.
The classic couple of Misfits records with Danzig, the quality's so rough that I think it affects those records. I'd like to see those sound a little better. Because, you know, everybody shits on the Michael Graves album, you know, but the two albums they did with him, but I don't mind them.
I don't mind them.
You know, I would love to hear the Danzig records with that quality of production that they did with him in the 90s, you know?
Yeah.
And I think they'd be great.
I don't know if you can clean them up anymore. I think that was just the amount of money they had at the time.
No, yeah, you couldn't do them if they were doing. They wouldn't. I'm just saying, I wish I could hear those in modern day.
Maybe they'll make a new album.
I don't know why they're not doing the cash grab. You know, they're doing that. They did a couple of Riot Fest shows. I wonder if right now there's discussions, but
I heard there was some.
Why not? I mean, the thing is I think them doing an album, a reunion album, would be totally fine because it's not like they're going to tank the legacy anymore. It's not like a Black Sabbath situation. Well, actually, it is like a Black Sabbath situation, but it's not like they never made another record since those Danzig records, you know, back in the early 80s. And they have all this to live up to. No, since then, Jerry Only has taken that band through the shitter, you know, and just it's not going to be worse than all that. It's actually going to revitalize it a bit. So I'm all for it. Plus, if it can have a cool production, why not?
Yeah,
I love the sound of the first two Danzig records, especially the second one. The first one sounds great, and the second one the second record is everything the first one is, just a little bit better in every department. You know, it's a more refined version. But to me, that's where Rick Rubin really shines, man. Like, he has that raw production thing going on. But it works for Danzig and stuff like that, where you got one guitar player playing really simplistic riffs, a drummer that's playing real simple four to the floor beats. It works, but then I don't like anything after that, you know, like what's, How the Gods Kill and all that shit. I can't get into those records.
Yeah. Remember when he went fucking, what's the word? Industrial for a little bit?
Yeah. No. Yeah. I can't really get into it.
The Critters.
And he needs to quit wearing fishnets because he's all fat and old. Body shaming. He wears those fishnet tops. But now when you see Danzig, I'm sorry, he's just become that meme that's buying cat food.
Yeah.
It's like, I just see that guy. This big asshole. It's always an asshole, everybody. Oh, but he likes kitties. And everybody makes those memes with those pictures, and they twist around the lyrics with something to do with kitties and stuff. It's funny.
Remember that one I showed you that was like Danzig, but it had like Rodney Dangerfield's face on him, and it just looked like fucking Brendan Fraser.
Yeah, like Brendan Fraser with the bulging eyes.
It really does, dude.
It's fucking weird. Glenn Danzig looks like he's got some serious jaundice. He looks like he's starting to look like a Simpson. He needs to get checked out, man.
You're right, little fuck.
I met Doyle. Doyle was at he was at a convention we have here, the Mad Monster here in Phoenix. And
you mean Doyle from fucking Biodome or from Misfits?
Well, since we're on the topic of Misfits, which one do you think I'm talking about? Yeah, Jagoff.
No. I like to bring up Biodome whenever possible.
I know. Is it A, from the topic of conversation, the Misfits, or is it B, the movie I fucking can't stand to talk about? I'm just kidding. I know some people want us to do Biodome. It's coming. But no, he was at this convention in a really small floor, and there was nobody there. It was on a Sunday, and he was just really intimidating. He was there in full makeup, shirtless.
Mm-hmm.
He was shirtless, all jacked, and he had his full makeup and his hair, and he just kind of standing and shooting the shit with people. It was kind of weird, but they do their own makeup, man. They do such a good job. Hey, it's that guy. That guy's in God, what TV sitcoms was he on? Hold on.
I can see his face better.
He's like the friend. God, what is it in? Was he in Growing Pains? Let me see his face again. No, this is too old. Hold on, I gotta see his face. No, it's not him. He just looks like him. I swear to you, he's brothers. He's brothers with this other guy. Oh, yeah. I'm thinking about Wonder Years. One of the fucking cronies in the Wonder Years when it gets to be the later seasons when Kevin's in high school.
Oh, okay.
He looks just like this guy in the face. They have to be related. You know, I'm going to look it up because it's driving me crazy. They have to be.
I think he's in a little bit more of the movie. I think one of them ends up turning into him. Taking his shape or whatever.
What
would you do if you saw a fucking big hairy testicle with teeth
and red eyes?
I'd fucking shit.
It looked like a Furby. I'd be like, oh, look at this Furby.
Yum. I remember I bought one of those and hoped I could get it to cuss and shit. Never could.
I like the first person viewpoint.
Mm-hmm. This is reminiscent of
Halloween.
Yeah, but coming up, it's reminiscent of Amityville Horror.
The first one?
Yeah.
Oh, the eyes in the window?
Yeah, she sees one of its eyes.
Man, that scene was so scary in the original Amityville Horror, but it looks so fake.
Just came out of nowhere.
Yeah, it can't, because the whole movie's really dry, and you don't see a damn thing, and all of a sudden you see his eyes. It's really scary. But even though the eyes look so fake, it totally looks like a toy or something.
Yeah.
I love the first Amityville Horror.
Mm-hmm.
It's still the best
I love
one.
the second.
The second's great too. Was that Corey G stopping by? What was that? The second one needed more Lorenzo Lamas.
I think being on the show is making me become him.
I know, man. You're taking his form. I think you've been trolling me for years, and you're really Corey G.
That'd be fucking awesome, dude.
I think the original Zach, who was sending fan mail and stuff like that, is still out there somewhere, and he just outgrew the podcast. But Corey G is an opportunist, and he decided to message me as you, and then you're really Corey G this whole time. I think you're catfishing me. Are you catfishing me as Corey G? And I'm gonna look up the real Zach Wells, and I'm gonna be like, "Hey man, you want to record?" And he's got another Facebook. I find him on Facebook. Like, whoa, I didn't know you had another page, dude. Are we down to record tonight? You're like, "Hey man, who the fuck are you? I haven't heard about you in forever." Last time I listened to that shitty podcast was the Halloween episode with Pet Sematary 2.
Fuck, you got me.
Oh god, and you just been fucking beating off to our recordings of my voice this whole time. You fucking weirdo. I'm wearing a lucha mask. Dude, look at his crotch. That's really awkward.
Does he have a big fat bulge?
How come he hasn't? What's taking him so long to clone himself?
Yeah, he takes a while to find something.
Why? Did they explain why?
It's just, he changed his mind multiple times throughout the movie.
He's just picky.
Yeah.
It's stupid.
There was a great fucking scene in the second one where, again, he's like, he keeps changing. At one point, fucking Charlie finds a Playboy, and he turns into one of the chicks in there, and her tits break out of the uniform, which was like, it's one of those instances where it's a PG-13 movie with tits in it, which is cool. But then later on in the movie, they're at like a video store, and they're behind it, and they got one of those cardboard standouts of Freddy Krueger, and he starts changing, and then fucking Charlie's like, "Oh fuck!" and then he pulls out the Playboy mag and puts it in front of Freddy's face. And I remember as a kid being like, "That'd have been fucking awesome if they got
Robert Englund."
Since it's both movies are New Line, they could have got Robert Englund to come in and do a cameo.
That would have been cool. Or even just a cameo as Robert Englund, not even Freddy.
Mm-hmm.
Is that this one? I'm sorry. Which one is that?
Part 2.
No.
Part 2 is one of the only fucking movies Mick Garris ever made that I like.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. It's kind of his fucking swan song, man.
That's sad, man.
It's the one everybody's like, "Oh, Critters 2 is okay."
Really?
He was the guy that, he was the guy that did all those fucking Stephen King TV adaptations.
So, which, is there one installment of the series that's kind of heralded and held at the top, the tall bar?
Part 1 or 2.
2 is pretty highly regarded, though.
Yeah.
No Love for Leo?
Yeah, people hate part 3. I like it.
How is Leo's acting in it? Is he just as shitty as everybody else, or is he like a standout? Like, wow, that kid's going places.
He's just kind of what you'd expect from a kid actor.
Yeah. It's kind of like Ryan Gosling on Are You Afraid of the Dark? He's kind of shitty. Because everybody else is acting shitty.
I'd Ryan his Gosling. I'd guzzle his semen.
Gross. I don't like Ryan Gosling, man. He's not like his acting. I don't care. I mean,
I never thought much about him either.
I mean, Drive is an okay movie, you know?
I actually didn't like that movie that much.
I mean,
maybe it was just because I'd heard so much fucking shit about it that it was so over.
It's so art house
hyped up
and just kind of like, you know, I do think, like, I think it's cool how like he says next to nothing in the movie. I think it's kind of a cool move. But yeah, like him as an actor, he's not that good. I don't get it.
The reveal.
It's just a rat, dude. Is that what he thinks it is? Why is he going to touch it? Even if it's a rat, why would he touch it? Why would you reach your hand in there?
I'd want to pet it, man. They're so cute.
They look like they have the faces of Goombas. They're like little Goomba faces with fur.
I want one, dude. If I could find like one of those, they're probably like dust by now. The latex is probably like dried and rotten.
Oh, the critters?
Yeah.
I wonder if there's anybody. I wonder if you could find one online. I wonder if somebody has like an official critter.
I see like fans that kind of make their own.
Yeah.
I wonder if the Chiodo brothers have any more laying around their fucking shop.
I used to go to a pumpkin patch that had a haunted house when I was a kid, growing up in Omaha, Nebraska. And in one of the haunted houses, they had some critters. You'd walk through the attraction and walk through one of the rooms in the haunted house, and it would, behind the glass would be 2 critters on the side of the severed head, and they would be animatronic eating the head.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Did they look good?
The critters looked great. The head looked fake because it's like clearly they weren't eating the head because they were just kind of like their lips were grazing the sides of it. But the critters look great.
You know how every time they fucking make like a Chucky doll, a licensed one, they always look like shit.
Yeah. Can you not find good guy dolls? Like at least the good guy from the original movies?
There was limited edition ones that looked good that are hard to find now.
The ones, I see the dolls all the time where he's got like the stitches. They look like shit.
Yeah.
He's amazed by a door. Is he jerking off? What's he doing?
He's finally gonna change.
Oh, he's jacking off all over this guy.
That would be great
Look at him.
if you just saw like.
Why is that guy the winner?
Don't know,
Like,
man.
oh yeah, this guy's a stud. I want to be this guy.
I guess just so they could have it in the script that people think the sheriff is the one going around shooting a big gun at shit.
I mean, like, he could have, like, went all over the TV channels and found anybody. You know, you'd be like, you'd turn into Zac Efron just so you can get all these ladies.
Me?
Yeah. You're like, I want to be Zac Efron.
I already told you what I'd done. I would have picked a chick that I wanted to see naked.
Roseanne, dude?
Fuck yeah.
Oh, man. So, like, if you came down today from space and you were going through TV and you came across Roseanne on Nick at Night and you turned into Roseanne from 1990? Like, literally, and you were walking around as a 1990 with the perm Roseanne and you run into modern day old skinny Roseanne?
I'd be fucking Arnold. What's his name? Her husband?
Tom Arnold? With the mullet?
Tom Arnold.
The 80s Tom Arnold?
For some, I wanted to say Steve Arnold for some reason.
I was like, I'm the Schwarzenegger. I actually think Tom Arnold's kind of funny.
Whatever happened to that dude?
He's got a popular podcast.
Really?
He's one of those
Big
guys.
bully,
He
man.
got a podcast.
Big bully. Does he fucking sell Harry's razors on it?
He does, and he does Blue Apron. He does all the fucking same shit. He does. But it's an okay podcast. I listen to it unless it's got somebody I just can't stand as the guest. Like, they had Lena Dunham on there the other day. I'm like, I'm not listening to this shit.
Who the fuck is that?
Oh, that chick from Girls, right? The chick that's like a super hardcore feminist and she's really annoying.
Oh yeah, the one that people always fucking bitch about all the time.
That's like what
that
she's
I've never
famous
heard of.
for. I had to ask myself, who is this chick? Turns out she's from that stupid TV show. I'm like, wow, I just know her as this extreme feminist that's annoying all over the place.
Yeah.
So. Dude, that critter just bit the...
Yeah, that critter fucking killed the Zane.
Man, why didn't they... I don't know. What the hell?
He was fucking that.
He ate the
fence. Yep.
Did he eat the chicken? What was the deal? Was he on the fence?
Yeah, he ate it. I was just reading in the fucking trivia that only 2 people are killed in this movie.
In the whole movie?
And the rest
That's
are
like a
all
hand
just
puppet coming out of the ground.
injured, yeah. Those kids, man. I'm seriously going to injure them.
What?
3 ninjas. Dude.
Where is Faster?
This is great.
Dude, bail me out. Oh, that's... If we had 3 ninjas ready to go right now, I would do a double whammy tonight.
I have 3 ninjas, but it's not the fucking version everybody knows.
Why?
It's like a weird extended version that came on TV. I have that on my computer.
It's extended?
Yeah.
Who cares? That'd be fun.
Yeah, but most people would be like, I don't know what fucking version this is. How am I supposed to watch it with you?
Like, people are actually watching the movies with us. They're just listening to these fucking podcasts. I know they are. I would like to take a poll right now. Anybody listening to this, feel free to comment. Are you guys actually watching the movies along with us? Or are you just listening to this fucking banter about these movies?
Here, I'll see how big it is real quick and see if I can get it into the drive before this movie ends.
Did you just rip it offline then? Did they ever release this version?
It airs on TV sometimes. It's over a gigabyte.
So this one, if we end up doing it and you guys do want to follow along and actually watch it as a commentary, it's pretty much only if you have it recorded off a VHS tape off TV.
pretty much.
So it's like,
I think I got it from a torrent, so they could probably find it too.
that's funny. Does it add anything to the movie
Yeah, quite a bit.
in a good way?
Some of them aren't. Like I remember noticing that. Like, remember the scene where they find fucking Snyder? They first go and they're trying to sell him that nuke or whatever the fuck it was.
I will tell you never.
Yeah, the Sheik guy with the fucking headdress or whatever the fuck it was.
Yeah.
The scene where he usually goes.
That's the cop, right?
They change. Yeah, he's like, "You're under arrest." They changed the fucking laugh to where he just goes. I noticed that. I was like, what the fuck? Why'd they do
Is
that?
it worse or is it funny?
That part is.
Oh,
I'll put it in there and we'll see if it finishes uploading before this movie's
Yeah.
over.
name the movie. Name this movie. Newsflash: Your Side lost.
It's not ringing a bell.
And then the guy goes tumbling down the stairs.
Yeah, I don't know.
Surf.
That looks
Ninja
very
Surf-
fucking. Oh yeah.
No, at
That
the
looks
end,
very
there's that guy trying to climb all those stairs, and he finally gets to the top, and they've already beat Leslie Nielsen. He's like, "Newsflash,
Yeah.
your side lost," and he goes, "Argh," and he just rolls back down the stairs like an idiot.
See, look, these people think that the fucking sheriff just came in and started shooting their shit.
Stupid, man. Like that main Ugg, he's got George Michael Wham hair. Look at his Wham hair. That ain't look
Wham.
that. Why does that guy look different now? Look at him. Look at the second guy.
He just changed into the preacher.
He did?
Yeah.
How did he change so fast? Whereas last time he had to jack off for like 5 minutes.
Yeah, he changes quicker and quicker. And like the first time, remember it had the whole melting scene?
Yeah.
Reverse melting?
And how come he didn't have to do that when he just had to jack off all over that guy on the
I
ground?
guess they didn't want us to watch it again.
Oh, I mean that makes sense, but it doesn't.
He's mastered it. Look at that logo on the back.
I know it kept throwing me.
It looked like a pink Hank Hill.
Out of my way, rooster boy.
I started watching that again recently. I have the DVDs.
I'd kill to watch it. I can't. I mean, I don't have the DVDs, and I wish it was streaming, man. I wish it was still on Netflix. They need to bring it back.
Remember Boomhauer's talking to like Bob Dylan. He's like, "Hey, Boomhauer."
Yeah.
They're both just like, "Yeah, man, the time you did the old dang on Mr. Tambourine Man, it was, oh man." Hey, Boomhauer. Dang on.
I love it,
That shit
man.
is awesome.
I wish I could stream it, man. I've been dying to watch it for so long. I mean, are the DVD sets cheap? I could probably find them dirt cheap.
I think like season 1 and 2 are really cheap. Like the ones that were out the longest are obviously cheaper. The newer ones are just came out recently. Like I think Olive Films actually finished putting them out because Fox wasn't fucking putting them out anymore.
So since there's more than one distributor, that pretty much ixnays the possibility of just a box set without all of them.
Yeah, it's hard telling.
I actually acquired all the ones that were out to this date. I acquired all of them from somebody online that was moving away, and they had to sell all their stuff because they were moving out of the country. And they were selling, those were in there, like the King of the Hill DVDs. I bought them for like next to nothing, but I gave them to my dad because he loved the show.
Yeah.
So I wish I had them.
I was actually wanting to buy. These are on. You can get like HD rips of these on Vudu. I was thinking about getting those since
Critters?
there's no Blu-ray.
Look at
Yeah.
that.
He's a fatty.
He was a fat.
They actually coming up towards the end. There's a fucking giant critter that's like the leader,
Mm-hmm.
and I guess just towards the end of filming, the crew went to the Chioda brothers. They were like, "Yeah, we want to have a big fucking critter as like the leader," and they're like, "Oh, we already spent all the effects budget," and they're like, "Well, fuck it, just throw a rug on somebody." So it's just a guy in a suit. Looks real
fun.
cheesy.
So is that what the Chiodo Bros always resort to? The big bad is just a giant version of these things. Because it's the same
It
thing.
wasn't even their idea, actually.
Killer clowns, man. Just get a giant fucking clown. He's the leader.
Yeah.
Why does the leader got to be the big one? The big one.
It's the boss.
It's like it's like a video game or something.
This is funny.
Why don't
I think they
actually
say
shoot
stuff
him?
here. I think they're out of bullets, yeah.
How fast could those critters really be, man? Why can't they run away from them? Why are they
did?
Why are they staying on their property? Why don't they leave the property?
I think they destroyed the car.
That thing looked
If I remember
huge.
right. Yeah.
That thing looked huge. Like if you stopped it and freeze frame, because you could see his foot in the shot too. That was like a
Yeah.
giant ass critter, like a prop. They just
that might be the one that's getting bigger.
Oh, is he gonna turn into the guy in the suit?
They'll show up soon.
I mean, is the one getting bigger gonna turn to the guy with the rug?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. You're like, I don't want to ruin it, man. I'm not gonna tell you. I'm like, just tell me. It's just critters. They should have gave that role of that kid to Michael Oliver.
Fuck you, man.
Dude, he's
Bradley's domain.
he's probably like 4 years old at the time.
They should have got a young Danny Bonaducci. This is funny.
It's ridiculous.
I don't know why. I thought
Oh, it looks
that was
like Bobby
Hank
Hill, dude. It doesn't look like Hank Hill.
Hill.
Bobby.
What do you think they call themselves? The Pin Busters?
I don't know, but that guy handing out the rental shoes looked like Sid Haig.
Maybe
I always show him for a
it
second.
was.
What a weird world. The cinematic universe is such a weird universe because it's like it's always socially acceptable for these grown-ass men to hang out with kids. It's just a weird. These people that write these movies.
Maybe he'll take that whiskey and be like, Brad, you want some Jesus juice?
What's that movie? I think it's starring Kevin Bacon. There's this movie where Kevin Bacon gets out of prison after being like a child molester.
Oh, yeah, it's on Netflix right now.
What's it called, man?
I forgot. Isn't it called like The Waiting or Watcher or something like that?
I don't know why anybody would want
It's
to watch.
something.
I don't know why anybody would want to watch a movie like that because with a main character that's so
I immediately put it in my fucking list.
like how that's not Sid Haig, but like I'm curious to watch it because I want to know what they're going to do with this character because you're going to have a main character that's obviously not going to be likable from the beginning.
Right.
Just because
Remember
of
that
what
movie with fucking what's his name? From Lethal Weapon? And he was a child molester and he had like half of his face burnt.
Oh, Mel Gibson, you're talking about the man without
Yeah.
a face?
Yeah.
He wasn't a child molester.
Wasn't he like, didn't they think he was, or it was revealed that he was at one point?
Or I
think that was part.
Or I think it was like some kind of rumor or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
No, there was some kind of rumor. They didn't fucking. That wasn't the twist of that. That was like a drama. Like they're not gonna make him be so unlikable. I think he turned out to be some sort of hero. He got burned up because he actually went in and did something valiant. I don't know.
Yeah, that's when it sucked. When he was a child molester, I liked him better.
He should have been Freddy. So what if they just ripped off the Freddy story and they all led him to a warehouse and they burn him down because he was molesting all the kids? Except he got away with half his face and he didn't have the semen demons give him powers.
I want it all.
The sperm ghosts.
What'd you think of that fucking video? Took me so fucking long to get that accepted on YouTube.
What? Oh,
Freddy.
we recently, if you're watching this, I don't know how long it's going to take to get this up, but he's referring to the 5-minute Nightmare on Elm Street remake video that we put up. And by the way, I can't believe it's been The last one we did, I think, was House Guest, and that was like back in August.
Mm-hmm.
It's been like 6 months. That's crazy, man. Where's the time go? It was good, man.
Yeah.
I saw how you censored out the throat slit at the end. Were you getting?
I had to. Yeah.
Were you getting buggered by it?
I just knew they'd fucking do something about it.
That's funny.
Because with that shit they have on there, no graphic violence or whatever.
You remember me? It's real.
It sucks though because you got to cut every fucking video clip to under 20 seconds, and it just fucks up the timing on the jokes and shit. Makes it harder. Some of the shit just ends up getting cut out completely because I'm cutting so much shit out of the joke.
That sucks. And is
Fucking
it just
YouTube?
Was it just that particular production company? Was it New Line, Time Warner?
Yeah, for some reason, New Line was really bad with it.
Well, Time Warner. But
yeah,
it is what it is, man. What's the next one we're gonna do with those? You think?
I'm working on a fucking Problem Child one.
Yeah, the first Problem Child. They both turned out really well, but the first one I think is really funny. I think that one turned out really well, exceptionally well. That one could be really funny. Hopefully, you don't. Who did that one? Is that Universal?
Yep.
Hopefully, they give us enough time, more than 20 seconds.
Yeah, I also want to do a Sleepaway Camp 2 when River was on too.
That'll be a good
and
one.
Maybe the fucking Texas Chainsaw.
Oh.
Do you think, cuz?
Do your thing, cuz.
That chick was hot though.
She's
I forgive it just for that.
That's the reason to watch it. She's just I know they're fake, but she's just got the most perfect.
I don't give a fuck.
Gazangas, as River would say.
She's in the fucking Baywatch movie coming out. I might watch it just because of that.
Is she really?
Yeah.
You know, I mean, she lost a couple of hot points because she was banging Trey Songz, but you know, still.
I don't know who the fuck that is.
The boyfriend.
Oh yeah, it's the guy in the movie. I thought you were talking about real life shit. Like she
the
was
guy, the guy that was. I can't believe in that movie he was 2-timing her with her friend, and she
wasn't even that hot.
She was gorgeous. It's like, why would you even? So stupid.
He's a pimp. Don't hate the pimp, hate the game.
I just think it's funny. They always have to throw some freaking singer, rapper in these damn movies. Like, did they not learn from Busta Rhymes and Halloween Resurrection that it does not give
they
the
learned
movie
all
cred?
the wrong fucking things.
They learned all the wrong lessons from it. Did they not learn from LL Cool J and Halloween H2O?
LL Cool J wasn't as bad as fucking
Busta Rhymes is the worst.
At least LL Cool J didn't make a fucking gimmick out of everything he said.
Yeah, his whole thing.
He didn't do that fucking peace sign where he kisses his fingers and then gives the peace sign.
So stupid. So dumb. Kelly Rowland in Freddy vs. Jason. Destiny's Child.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I mean, that to me, she does not add to the movie at all.
I forgot she was even in it.
She kind of
took me a while to remember who she was.
What's with the butter knives? It was scary. Her scenes make
What's with the butter knives?
Her scenes make me cringe. Got your nose. All her scenes make me cringe.
I always thought it was weird that he pulls her nose off, but then she wakes up with her nose.
Oh yeah, because she is in the dream.
Yeah.
Was it maybe?
I guess Freddy can just fuck with you too.
Maybe he was too weak.
Yeah.
Because remember, he's like, not strong enough yet, but soon.
Yeah.
He's like fucking talking to himself.
You see the way that little critter was walking? He's so cute.
Isn't that funny though? That's the only that whole scene's awkward in Freddy vs. Jason because that's the only ever time where you ever see Jason like Freddy talking to himself.
Yeah,
it's really awkward
just to get out the fucking contrived story.
Yeah, to give out the exposition.
It even started out with him giving like exposition dialogue, didn't it?
You've never. Yeah, he does the whole story. But they don't believe in me anymore.
Yeah, when your fucking story is that fucking like that, just don't even use it.
Yeah, if you have to sit there and force it in dialogue and a prologue, it's obviously you got problems.
Yeah, I remember the scene where they're all sitting around a table and they decide just within a span of 5 minutes that like
they figure out how to kill him.
What if Jason is killing because Freddy needs him to make him stronger?
Like, wow,
like
you
nobody
guys are
would have done
science.
that.
That's amazing. It's poorly written, but it's like an action movie, right? You don't care about the story. It's just given an excuse to get to the action.
Yeah.
So
that movie was an event, dude. Like that was the last time I remember being really fucking excited to go watch a movie in the theater.
It's an event, and the whole movie is worth that third act, right?
Yeah, and watching it in the theater made it like it's just not the same watching it at home.
I didn't get to see it in the theater.
Oh, it was great. I watched it like 3 times in the theater.
Yeah, it would have been cool. I always think that scene's really weird with his older brother in the suicide in the bathtub. Make you remember.
Fucking Scut Farkus, dude.
Yeah, from a fucking the Christmas Story kid.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I don't know. The whole movie's weird, and like I said, it's the only time you've ever seen a scene where Freddy was not with anybody else. Like, here's what Freddy's doing when he's not trying to kill somebody.
And that movie's responsible for something unforgivable. That's the fucking movie that Monica Keena must have taken the money from and just fucked up her face with the plastic surgery.
Oh, yeah, she was beautiful.
Yeah, I don't know what she was thinking.
Why would she get plastic surgery?
I don't know.
It's not like she's old.
They always feel like they look too old, it seems like.
Well, and then part of it too is I just know Hollywood is super subjectional about people's looks, and even really, really attractive people, and they get complexes about it. And I don't know, like literally she could have went on set, and then a casting director could have passed on her and literally like right to her face because they're insensitive and said, no, your fucking nose is too big. Like, what?
Yeah.
You know, I was reading an article with Deborah Messing, you know, Will and Grace chick or whatever. And she was in that old Keanu movie, Walk in the Clouds.
Oh, yeah, I remember that movie. I never watched it, though.
Victoria! I just remember the fucking trailer. Victoria! But, whoa! But no, I guess she was in that. She was telling a story about how the director in that movie was just fucked with her head real bad. Like, literally, like, I guess she had like a sex scene with Keanu. And like in the middle of the shot, she said, he like just made a big deal. Your fucking nose is ruining this scene for me. Your nose is ruining the scene for me. Like it's just too fucking big.
Was Keanu like, whoa, dude.
Yeah,
what the fuck, bro?
What does he do?
She's a beautiful woman for which I have traveled through time.
She's a babe.
She's a babe. Remember that fucking Mad TV thing I sent you? The fucking Keanu Reeves School of Acting?
Yes.
That dude was awesome. He's perfect.
Ridiculous. Look, he's getting
bigger. We should do the fucking movie where he's a surfer. Point Break.
Point Break. You know what's funny? Is I've never seen Point Break.
Oh, man.
Isn't that weird?
It's good times.
It's kind of a classic, you know, and I've never seen it.
I like that movie.
I bet it is.
You tell me you never shot a gun into the air and went, ah.
Hot Fuzz.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love Hot Fuzz too. But no, I'd like to watch Point Break. I've never seen it.
I got the Blu-ray recently.
The sways.
Mm-hmm.
Don't troll me and put in the remake.
I don't want to watch that shit.
Talk about a movie that just was forgotten about really quick.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just ridiculous. They're growing. How are they growing? By feeding?
Yeah, this is the only movie where they grow at all, too.
Isn't that weird how they just ditched that idea?
Yeah. Well, you could tell they just thought about it during the end of the filming. Because they didn't think it was good enough to make it in the end of the movies.
That would be cool, though, if one got so big it was like Godzilla. Tearing up the town.
I would. Just a guy in a suit fucking walking around a little miniature set.
And Charlie has to summon the Dragon Zord with his dragon dagger. And it just turns into a giant fucking Ultraman fucking Power Rangers ending.
That'd have been awesome.
Yeah.
Are you looking forward to the new Power Rangers movie?
You know what? I got to be honest with you. When they first announced it, I was intrigued. Like, okay, this is kind of interesting. But, you know, the more trailers come out, the more and more it looks like it's trying to be a Michael Bay movie.
No, really.
And
I haven't seen any of the trailers.
Yeah, it looks more and more like a Michael Bay movie. And I'm like, wow, it's just like modern Michael Bay garbage. And it's not a Michael Bay movie, but it looks like a fucking Michael Bay movie. And, yeah, so, I mean, I'll see it because I'm curious, but,
this is the great, fucking
montage.
shenanigans scene. Yeah.
Yeah,
the Gremlins type of.
they all do it. Who are you?
Look, E.T.
He's trying to kiss it. Is he trying to kiss it? What's going on?
He's talking to him, man. He's like, "What's up, man?" D. Wallace Stone was in E.T. in this movie.
Why are they just having a pillow fight? Like, they're not sexily clad.
There he was.
Dorms.
There's a scene like that in all the movies.
Oh, where they're just
the one in the where they're just kind of fucking off. The one in the second one's really good. They're at like a fucking fast food place, and one of them ends up falling into the fryer, and he comes out and he's all fucking burnt.
That's funny.
Fucking burnt with no hair and everything.
So, forgive me for being stupid and not paying that much attention, but what are these bounty hunters? Are they trying to get the critters?
Mm-hmm.
So are they good guys?
So he recognizes the singer, yeah. Yeah, they're good guys. He thinks that's Charlie.
Wait, so they're are they good guys, but are they not? Are they really good guys, or do they have their own agenda too, and they're kind of bad?
Well, in the first two, they just seem like good guys, or the first three, they seem like good guys. Part 4 is the one where Ugg. Part 4 is the one where Ugg just all of a sudden is an ass, like a bad guy.
So he's saying like he was because Charlie's like, he was my friend.
Yeah. It seems like they were setting up for a sequel that just never happened. Like maybe because any of these aliens can just look like whoever they want. So I'm assuming it probably was just a different alien that took the shape of a.
Oh, here's the guy in the suit.
Yeah.
Look at that hand. Looks ridiculous.
It's striped like fucking Beetlejuice.
Huh. Sonic the Hedgehog. I'll
Looks
say.
like piss.
D. Wallace got a lot of work for a little while.
Yep.
Well, The Howling and this and E.T. and what else? She was in more stuff.
Yeah. I'll look real quick. She was on that movie, fucking Rob Zombie's. What's it called?
House of Thousand Devil's Rejects.
No, she might have been, but she was in the Witch one that I like and you hate.
Fucking stupid movie. But I think in I might be wrong. I think in Devil's Rejects, she's the mom that had to suck her dick with the gun to her head.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Suck whose dick?
Bill Moseley. In the motel room.
Oh yeah. You said suck her dick. I was like, somebody had it.
You got excited because you're into the she-male thing.
She was sucking fucking Rob Zombie's wife's dick. I'd fucking jack off.
I bet that'd be your lucky day, man. That's the best of both worlds. You find a hot chick and she's got a cock. You're like, my God, it's awesome.
Yeah.
Because she can fuck you too when you get bored.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa, that was overdubbed. Overdubbed to shit.
Yeah.
I'm Johnny Steele. Actually, that whole fucking scene looked like it was overdubbed.
Yeah, she's in all kinds of stuff.
She does a lot of cons.
Cujo.
Yeah,
The
Cujo.
Howling.
Cujo. That was a big one. With Danny Pintaro. You know, I wonder. I wonder if Tony Danza and Judith Light and Alyssa Milano and Dee Wallace, they looked at Danny Pintaro like, you just know this kid's gonna be gay. Like he's he's like one of those kids that you know is gay before he knows he's gay.
Yeah.
Because he was always super dainty.
I remember my dad knew that my uncle was gay, and he told my mom. She's like, "Don't say that." And he's like, "No, I'm not. I don't mean anything. He's gonna be gay, dude." I can tell.
Is that the toilet from Look Who's Talking? The Mel Brooks toilet? Oh,
the one that talks, dude.
Yeah, give me that pee-pee. Give me that pee-pee. No, so your dad was like that to his brother?
To my uncle, my mom's little brother.
Oh, mom's brother. And so was he like little? Well, how old was he?
He was like probably 9 or 10.
Oh, so there's an age gap with your mom and her brother.
Yeah.
And did he turn out to be gay?
Yeah.
How old's your uncle now?
30 something probably.
Oh, so you guys aren't too far off.
No, he's probably in his 40s.
Okay. Isn't that funny though? And Danny Pintaro, he was so good in Cujo. That kid, child actors are usually garbage, but Danny Pintaro, man, his performance in Cujo was fucking so good.
It's been so long since I've seen that movie. I want to watch it again.
So, I mean, I don't think it's the best movie in the world. It's super, I mean, I like how it's super contained. It's like this whole damn movie takes place in a car, but it kind of tests your patience a little bit. But, he's so good in it. Like this little kid. And he's super young in that. Like he's younger than he was in, fucking Who's the Boss? But, he's just really good. It's a shame how an actor like that didn't get more work later on. And he was like really good. And there's like always shitty actors that, sucked when they were kids. You got it, dude.
You think Alyssa Milano tried to suck his dick, and that's when she found out, like, oh, he likes the cock.
When he didn't squirt?
When he didn't get hard?
Yeah, I guess probably get hard. Angela, Johnson's dick isn't getting bigger.
Did you say Adrian?
Angela. Judith Light was Angela on that show. Adrian, no. I went to New York and met a guy who looked just like Tony Danza. Sounded just like Tony Danza, but it wasn't Tony Danza. It was nice. I've told you about it.
Dropped the ball on that. If I was you, I would have just said, "Yeah, it was Tony Danza. I met him."
I've told you that story, but have you ever looked at that video of Tony Danza getting caught talking shit on this radio?
Yeah, we watched that, yeah.
I love that video, dude. Oh, you heard that? Oh, yeah. He played it off really cool. He didn't try and deny it, but you could tell he looked like he had egg on his face, like he's embarrassed. Oh, you heard that? He's still kind of smiling. Oh, shit.
Does he still have a talk show?
No, the Tony Danza. The Tony Danza show has been off the air for like fucking 15 years, dude. 10 years.
No.
He was trying to be a male Ellen.
He should. He should still have it. Tony Danza's cool.
I like Tony Danza. I do like him. And when he had that show, though, he was trying to be a male Ellen, like daytime TV. But the only thing I didn't like about it was really like he was a male Ellen. Like his entire audience was like women, and he was like all femme. Like he was just really feminine on the show. It was really weird. I'm like, I don't like this.
Is he gay?
No, he's not gay.
Oh,
but like he was acting really.
I've never even seen the Ellen show.
No, but what's he called? The last time I saw Tony Danza was in that. What was that movie? Don John? Was that what it's called?
Yeah, I never saw it.
It's decent. With what's his face? Scarlett Johansson and what's his face? Fucking Hesher. Fucking Joseph Gordon-Levitt. Yeah, he plays Joseph Gordon-Levitt's father. It's pretty good. I'd cast Tony Danza.
Pauly Shore, Tony Danza, all-star cast.
What movie am I thinking about that put Tony Danza in the movie and he was like a racist? It's like, whoa, Tony Danza's and he was a foul mouth.
I
gotta look it up. It's driving me crazy, but I know he was in this movie where he was
There's the big critter.
The big critter.
Just shot. You only see him in the dark. What the fuck, Charlie?
I keep expecting Casey Jones to come out of nowhere. It just kind of reminds me of that park scene. I don't know.
We should do Embrace of the Vampire, dude.
Oh, with Alyssa Milano?
Yeah.
Oh, look at this. Here's an article. Tony Danza didn't like La La Land. Good. La La Land looks like a shitty movie, man.
Oh, I haven't seen it. That's the one everybody's talking about,
Everybody,
right?
and it just looks... why a musical has to come out of nowhere with big stars in it and make a big fuss?
It's a fucking musical?
Yeah, it's a musical. Like, they go around, they sing and stuff.
Well, I'll never watch it now.
It looks stupid. And, let's see, Tony Danza, he's, quote, I watched it twice because I thought I missed something. Danza, who's doing a one-man show at 54 Below, said on the radio station, yada yada, it's hard growing up with Gene Kelly and Donald O'Connor and Fred Astaire. It's pretty hard to go and watch. I think Ryan Gosling's fine. He's not a tap dancer. Oh, so he actually likes those kinds of movies. He just thought that was a shitty kind of those movies. Okay.
Yeah.
It just doesn't...
Let me guess, they're making a big deal about it. Like, oh my God, why should we give a fuck what this dude think? Who's the boss, man?
It contains my two most not liked actors. I don't like Emma Stone, and I don't like Ryan Gosling. Emma Stone's horrible. I think she's horrible. Like, I literally don't see movies if she's in them, just because she's in them.
The only movie I've ever seen with her in it was
Superbad.
Yeah, first one she did.
Yeah, and that movie's funny. I mean, it's fine. But ever since she became like this leading lady, she looks weird. She's like Beavis. She's got that lockjaw thing going on. She's got an underbite.
Yeah.
And she's got that like slight lisp that drives me crazy.
Oh, I saw that fucking movie with what's his name, Batman too, that she was in.
Oh, Birdman.
Yeah, I didn't like that movie.
It's I didn't hate it. I didn't feel like
I didn't hate it either. I was just like, why is this being talked about so much? It's just okay.
It's because it was an artsy thing. You kind of know they did that whole one shot thing. I mean, it was cleverly edited to look like it was filmed.
That's been done before though. So why were they excited about that?
I don't know, man. It's one of those things. But yeah, she's from here. She's from Scottsdale. And I don't know. I've met some people that supposedly knew her and went to high school with her. Cause she's younger than me.
Mm-hmm.
You know, she didn't go out. Superbad was her first movie. She went out to Hollywood. Whenever that movie came out, how many years ago was that? Not even. So it's like, it wasn't that long ago where she was just here. And, some people said that she was kind of a bitch because everybody that lives in Scottsdale is a rich kid. It's rich. So she was a rich fucking Valley type girl. And, I don't know.
We should get her on the podcast.
No thanks.
You know her, man. You went to the same place.
No, I didn't know her. I wasn't living here when she was here.
Oh, fuck you. You practically know her. Practically.
You know who I did go to school?
I live in a shitty little town. The only fucking famous person that ever came here was the original Alfalfa Schweitzer.
He's from there?
Yes.
God.
Every school I went to had a fucking picture of him. He came to this school. Yeah, I heard stories that he was an asshole too.
Did you really?
Yeah, he was apparently a little prick.
That's funny, man. He's long dead though, ain't he?
Yeah.
You know who I did go to school with though?
Who?
Adam Devine.
Oh, from Workaholics?
Yeah, I was in high school with him.
Yeah, I remember you said that.
Yeah, so I mean,
If it's not the dude with the fro, I don't care, man. He's the funny guy.
Anders or Durs or what is that? Is that the one? No, Anders is the short hair, tall guy. What's his fucking name? The weird one.
I don't remember.
I can't remember. I want to say thank you. God, it looks like fucking weirdo. That guy, Mick Jagger, Tim Curry, love child.
He does, dude.
Mick Jagger, Tim Curry, love child. It's disgusting.
Called me. And watch what fucking Charlie does.
Overdub.
Yeah. And after that, he just fucking goes off with them.
Like in the second
And apparently, yeah, they took him up into space with them. Why the fuck would you do that?
one. So wait, in
Like,
part 2,
this
he's
fucking
just
drug
with them?
guy won't leave us alone. Yeah.
That's weird.
He's one of the bounty hunters in part 2.
That's so weird. Why would they just recruit him? They go up in outer space and they're just bounty hunters. Like they're not around any women.
He's a lovable scamp.
This,
You lovable scamp, Charlie.
it's gross, man. Do you think they had to initiate him? Take him out into a football field and stick a broomstick in his ass? That's how we.
Oh yeah, the only thing on these fucking DVDs, the only special features is on the first movie. All the DVDs have the trailer, but the only fucking movie that has like a deleted scene is this one, and it's an alternate ending. So you think that like they would be fucking plastering that all over the box, like, yeah, we found some footage. It's got a deleted alternate ending, but no, it's fucking hidden on the main menu as a fucking Easter egg.
That's funny. Is
Like,
the
what the
alternate
fuck?
ending any good?
It's basically the same thing, except it's less happy. In this version, he hits this button and the house fixes itself.
Which is happening
in
right
the
now.
alternate-
Okay. Oh, look.
Yeah, and the alternate ending, their house just stays fucked up, and they leave.
Well, I could see why they didn't promote that, man. I've been pissed off if I bought that and saw that like plaster on the front. Like, oh, that's all that happened?
It's kind of like the alternate endings of the original Nightmare on Elm Street, too. Just very subtle changes.
What was the subtle change to that again?
One of them had Freddy driving the car. One of them, there was another one I don't remember.
Where can you
Maybe
see
they just
those?
drove. The Blu-ray has them.
Is that on the box set too?
I think the box set has the fucking Infinifilm Blu-ray version. So yeah, it should be.
I need to whip those out and watch those again. Because I think I went through and I marathoned all of them. I'm not sure if I literally watched all the special features or anything. I've been wanting to watch 3 and 4.
Mhm.
Been Jones and for them.
The original and alternate ending had this shot too, kind of like an Evil Dead-esque. And it shows the fucking couple more critter eggs. They knew they were making a sequel, boy.
Oh, Lord. They all look like they were boys, though. How'd they have eggs?
They got a dick and a vagina. They can fuck themselves, boy.
Like, they're like an amphibian. I getcha.
Yeah.
So it's a fun movie.
Dude, if I had a dick and a vagina, I'd be fucking myself all the time.
How would you be able to get a stiff dick in your vagina?
Yeah, it'd be hard.
It
You have to put it in soft.
That'd be weird. No, you would just, I think at the end of the day, it would just make masturbation fun.
Yep.
But that's fucking weird to think about. So Critters, good movie. I haven't seen it in a while. I barely remember that one. I'm pretty sure I've seen it, and I've just seen it spliced in scenes, and I can't remember it. But yeah, I remember Mick Jagger, Tim Curry, Mick Curry, really well. But he looks just like the two of them together. But yeah, man, it's good. Is this one your favorite one?
No, probably not.
What's the best one?
It kind of depends. Like sometimes I say I like 2 the best. Sometimes I say I like 3 the best. I don't know why. Maybe 3 is the first one I saw, but that's the one most people hate. It might be because like the main characters are 2 little kids. It's probably about the age I was when I first saw it.
You're related to it.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen Amityville Horror 3D?
Yeah.
I can't remember. I know that's the worst fucking movie. I just can't remember it that well. I think I blocked it out.
I just remember like a couple key scenes. It's one of those movies where you just remember little certain parts.
Lori Loughlin's in it, and who else? What other future celebrity is in it? Can't think of it. I'm gonna look. Lori Loughlin from Full House, Aunt Becky, and then I'm gonna look it up right now.
Fucking hot ass Aunt Becky, man.
She's in it. Come on.
I would have fucked Aunt Becky, and I would have let fucking what's his fucking name fuck me from the back.
Ew, fucking John Stamos, Uncle Jesse.
Yeah, he's probably got one of those big fat cocks.
Let's see.
Is my fucking goofy ass like fat cock humor getting stale yet?
Is it? Oh, you know who it is?
Who?
Meg Ryan.
Oh,
it's got Lori Loughlin and Lori Loughlin and Meg Ryan. Isn't it funny how the 2 people that actually had careers after these movies
were the shittiest one? The
shittiest one. Well, I mean, you know, you had
who would you rather bone, Meg Ryan or Jack Nicholson?
Oh, I know this. Jack Nicholson in Chinatown, or what was it?
1974.
I said Meg
I
Ryan.
was hoping you thought I was going to say Meg Ryan or Lori Loughlin.
No, I knew where you're going with that. 1974. Meg Ryan.
And then he gives like this weird face, like, what? Like, why the fuck would you? Like his reaction to his question is even funnier.
I've been wanting to watch Billy Madison too, even though I've seen that movie a bajillion times.
Oh man, Billy! I just thought the funniest thing.
Billy? He's gone.
You ever see the movie Screwed with that dude in it?
Norman
and
Donald?
Dave Chappelle. Yeah.
No, I haven't. Is it funny?
It was fucking. I remember it's funny in like a stupid like, you know, just stupid ass comedy that you won't remember much. It's like Stealing Harvard.
Yeah. Well, I love I love Norm Macdonald. I like his sense of humor because he just tells really bad jokes. Sometimes he'll just do that. He'll tell the stupidest, worst jokes, but that's the whole shtick. And a lot of times the humor will go over people's heads, but you know, the people that get it are, you know, really get it. But, anyway, Critters, it's over. Commentary's done. You know, by the time this thing gets uploaded, we will have had a slew more that are, posted, but let's just say at the time of this recording, we uploaded, Don't Breathe, which was a recommendation. And then I think at the time that this is posted, Ernest Goes to Jail will be up. Mm-hmm. So that's another request. So we're listening to those requests. We like it when you guys put those in, and because we'll listen, we'll do them, and they're a lot of fun that way. You know, and it's fun for us. You know, I have no problem doing what you guys want to hear. Like I said, somebody's requested for us to do Biodome, unfortunately. So we'll do it. But yeah, keep letting us know. Let us know on Facebook. Let us know. Well, I'd say on the website right now, we're in between, we're transitioning, but yeah, right now, the YouTube and iTunes, find us, both those places, I'd say are the best right now, and put in your recommendations, follow us, share us, like us, do all that crap, to help get us out there. If you like what we do, tell your friends. But, I think that's all we got for now. And until the next commentary, you good, Zach? You got anything else?
I fucked your wife, I fucked your daughter, and I fucked your son!